here we are talking about another Digimon game. Now, I know what you're thinking, Salty, another Digimon game? I mean, the last one was good, but what's so special about this one? Well, bucko, this game is nothing like Digimon World 3. The gameplay is smoother, graphics way nicer, and overall it's just a lot more polished. And I also played this when I was younger, but a little bit after Digimon World 3. As such, it holds a lot of merit with me, and I love to talk about and discuss with all of the wonderful people of the world who have never heard of this game. So, without further ado, let's get into the Digimon World Championship review. So let's start off with the story for this one, except there's really no story in this game. You're given this quick cutscene on the Digimon World Championship, and then you are instructed to become the next Digimon World Champion. You are then greeted with a tutorial of raising this small little adorable Digimon, another tutorial of how to catch Digimon or hunt them by circling them and pulling on them. That's a interesting way to catch Digimon.
Oh, it seems I gotta lure this little guy out. Alright, I'm just gonna plop this meat down right here. You can stop a Digimon by shooting it. I'm sorry. What? Alright, if you say so. Oh god, I did something wrong! It's something.
And lastly, another tutorial battling with these massive strong Digimon. Looking back at it now, this battle is very one-sided. I'll go more into detail about that further on when we talk about like the evolution stuff and all that. After that, you're pretty much set off on your way in this digital world, basically battling, raising, and caring for these Digimon. It's pretty straightforward and simplistic, so let me go in depth on the many features of this game. To start off, let's talk about the caring system. Your Digimon get hungry from time to time, as implied from the drumstick icon above their heads. When this happens, just go to your little toolbar right here and click on the drumstick icon and plop down a few drumsticks for them to eat. And after they're done eating, or sometimes at random, they'll shit themselves. And you have to clean up this shit or else your Digimon will get sick. If they happen to get sick, just click on this little heroin needle icon and inject them with heroin, and they're healed. I don't know. That's the basic caring routine. As far as the training / raising regimen goes, you get these little cages that'll increase certain stats or attributes in your Digimon. These are all the species you can increase, regular attributes, and stats. There's that. To train your Digimon, you have to first grab them and throw them in this cage. They'll run around for a bit, and depending on which cage you throw them in is the stat that'll increase. Sometimes. There are upgrades for these cages in the shop that can be purchased that increase your chances of your Digimon raising that stat, as these cages are a bit dependent on RNG on which stat will be increased. However, with training, your Digimon will lose HP, and once their HP is at 0, they unfortunately can't train anymore and have to resort being thrown in this infirmary cage where they gradually restore their hit points. While raising and training your Digimon, you might meet certain parameters for evolution. For example, increase beast species in a beast type Digimon, and you'll most likely evolve that said Digimon. These aren't the only requirements for evolving a Digimon though. Some need a few amount of battles, or some need a specific stat increase, like I mentioned before. Battling is a key component for evolving, especially for the majority of the Mega Tier evolutions, which the evolution line in this game goes in Training 2, Rookie, Champion, Ultimate, and then Mega. Unfortunately, there are no ultras in this game. I don't know why.
In that tutorial battle I was talking about and how it was so one-sided, is that the enemy team has 2 Megas and 1 Ultimate, as compared to you where you have 3 Mega level Digimon. Just a bit OP, in my opinion.
The one major issue with the fighting requirement for evolution, however, is that those battles can be fought against any level Digimon. For example, you take your super powerful ultimate level Digimon. Say he needs 17 battles to evolve into the mega level stage. He can literally fight the baby level Digimon 17 times and meet those requirements for the mega evolution.
I really don't care that you're a baby. I'll snap your neck like a twig.
It's utterly baffling that this is a thing in the game. I didn't even know this up until like I had to replay this for the video, and I was still fighting ultimate against ultimate, but it takes so much longer to do that. Instead, you could literally just fight the baby stage like 17 times and meet those requirements in a heartbeat. There is another thing needed for a majority of the stronger Mega Digimon in this game, and that is a process called Digi-egging. Digimon is at max level and a certain amount of time has passed. Your Digimon, whether it be Ultimate level or Mega level, will revert back to the first stage of their life cycle, basically going back from Mega to in training, adult to baby. I don't know. This is annoying, but after like 1 or 2 Digi-eggs, you'll meet the requirements for a lot of the strong tier Mega Digimon. A really annoying addition, but at the end of the day, I feel adds some challenge and balance to the game. As if you were able to keep your Mega Digimon forever, every title match would pretty much be a breeze. There'd be no point in raising your Digimon or caring for them anymore. But to rewind a little bit, let's talk about that combat system I mentioned earlier. The combat system in this game is actually pretty epic. Instead of controlling your Digimon directly, you basically just send them out and watch them fight. Okay, I realize that sounds kind of lame. Let me explain. You send out 3 of your Digimon to fight against a team of 3 enemy Digimon, and you basically watch them duke it out, and depending on how you train them or raise them will depend on how strong or weak they are. Also a tad bit dependent on RNG. To progress and get stronger, you'll need to fight in these battles called title matches. Title matches are matches that have certain requirements or restrictions placed upon them, like using a certain species Digimon, using 1 or 3 Digimon, or using a specific Digimon entirely. A lot of them are very challenging at first, but once you understand the training system and train your Digimon very well, and also get a tad bit lucky, you'll overcome these battles and get stronger. Winning these matches grants you new access to items in the shop, new hunting areas along with new hunting supplies, and allows you to raise stronger Digimon. Along with that, you also get a pretty cool little badge for every title match, so that's pretty cool. And that's about it. You basically raise, care, and fight alongside these Digimon, gradually getting stronger and facing tougher opponents. While a simple gameplay loop, it is rather fun and enjoyable. And for a game on the DS, it's actually pretty good. So let's get into the nitty-gritty details of why I love this game so much. One of the best things I can say about this game is the art style. The art style in this game is freaking amazing. From the animations to the designs of the Digimon themselves, all of which still hold up and look phenomenal today. The way Digimon react to one another, fight, and eat is such a joy to watch. Plus their designs and poses are really cool and interesting, like how the devs actually designed a lot of these Digimon for 2D, but have some 3D elements. Some examples that I found are Machine Dramon. If you actually look behind Machine Dramon, you can see his other arm, implying that he's bigger than just a little 2D thing. War Greymon has some depth to himself, being on like an angle and whatnot. And for Dragomon, what I found was interesting was that when I first saw him, I thought he was just like a tall, towering beast. But if you look a little closer, you can see that these 2 parts are actually his legs, and what I thought was his leg is actually his arm, so he's hunched over. A very important, cool detail I found. And I actually prefer a lot of these designs compared to their actual artwork. Take for instance Metal Greymon. Here in Digimon World Championship, he actually looks like normal and not like a monstrosity. And if you look at his official artwork, or like even Digimon World 3, it's like however, there are a few that do look bad. It is a DS game and they had to make some restrictions. For instance, a notable one is Nightmon. Nightmon, when I first saw him, I thought his face was like on the middle of his body. But if you actually compare his official artwork to his Digimon World Championship design, you can see he's got a small little helmet right here. And if you look at this guy, you can see the little helmet. It's very small, very minute, and very easy to miss. Another one is Prince Maimon. I know Prince Maimon's supposed to look kind of goofy and weird, but like, I don't know. He's just looking very odd in this game. He's staring at me. I don't know. The most criminal, however, has to be Pile Volcanomon. Okay, so this is the official artwork for Pile Volcanomon, right? And he was actually in Digimon War 3, so I can actually pull up his like 3D model from Digimon War 3. So this is Pile Volcanomon from like whatever, Edgar put them up both up or whatever. So that's him, right? He looks normal, right? And this is what we got for Digimon World Championship. What happened? He has one eyeball. Is that his horn or his helmet? I can't tell. He looks atrocious in this game. And when I first saw him, I thought he was an actual Cyclops. You look at his official artwork and he looks like normal, somewhat, but like, oh my god, this looks horrendous. Another one would be Flaremon. It's just kind of a mess of things. Like, I have no real idea like what this is. And even its mega tier evolution, Apollomon, it's just like, it's even worse. He's got like a diamond on his head and like 2 pillars. I have no idea what's going on in this one. That's just to name a few, and there are more crappy designs in this game, but those I feel are the most like notorious of the bunch. What's cool about this artwork is it actually reminds me of like Gen 4 from Pokemon. How in those games, with every new release from Diamond and Pearl onwards, they always had some new pose or their design was redesigned for the new game. What's also funny is that Digimon was never 2D in the first place. The first 3 Digimon World games were all 3D, whereas Pokemon started out as 2D and now it's just permanently 3D. And Digimon just flip-flops between the styles, keeping it unique and fresh. While on the topic of designs, this game actually introduced my favorite Digimon in the whole series.
Introducing Digimon!
Alright, check this shit out, right? Check it out, right?
He's got an awesome looking set of white and gold armor.
A sick looking emerald cape. And a bone sword? Is that a bone sword? He's got a bone sword. Oh, I'm sorry. A chain bone sword. My mistake. And to top it off, he's a freaking dragon. How much cooler can you get? I actually have a funny story with Slayer Dramon. When I was younger, my buddy and I got this game. We used to play it with each other all the time. I was over his house the one day and we traded each other's DS's. I was taking care of his Digimon and he was taking care of mine. And I was a lot better at the game than he was. So he was taking care of my Digimon, in which I had the ultimate form of Slayer Dramon, Wing Dramon. And I didn't know that that little sucker was about to evolve into Slayer Dramon when I gave him my DS. So he comes over to me, he goes, Zach, look, check it out. And I'm like 10 years old. So I go, move out of the way, Grandma. And I snatched the DS from him. And he was just like, Zach, why the fuck did you do that? Like 10, I was like, bro, what was I supposed to do? Like, he overreacted so much. I was so hyped because I saw him like, holy shit, this guy looks awesome. Like, what the frick? And he's overreacted way too much. It was so funny. It was such a great memory. But yeah. Well, I did say earlier that the combat does sound lame. It's actually pretty fun. The title matches offer great challenges, making you switch and use different Digimon on the fly. Although some of them can be very easy, while others are super hard, like the Wamon 1v3 fight. Although the actual championship itself, the big goal of the game, this big thing, is actually pretty easy. Some of the teams in the championship themselves don't even pack 3 megas. However, once you beat the championship is pretty much where the real game begins. You unlock gold level title matches, which is the final tier of title match you can unlock in the game. And these matches, the teams pack very few ultimates and a lot of strong megas. These offer a great challenge and a super hard endgame. But all in all, the combat is actually really fun. Wouldn't be a Digimon game without a stellar soundtrack. For real though, both Digimon World 3 and Digimon World Championship both have amazing soundtracks. It's not as atmospheric as Digimon World 3 soundtrack, but there are still some legitimate bangers in here. Though there is one track, and I believe it's called Home Sweet Home, and this track is so wholesome and humble. It's just like, just take a listen real quick. Every time I listen to this track, it literally just shoots me straight back to the past. It is so nostalgic and honestly probably one of the best songs I've heard from a video game. Some other tracks include the shopping theme, the aquatic arena theme, and the training court theme. Besides the soundtrack, those are all the positives I have for this game. Now let's get into my one minor grievance. The only real downside I have to this game is this very minute mailing system. Throughout the game, you'll get these messages from the bottom right hand corner of your screen. These often tell you about tips or, in some cases, other tamers wanting to fight you. The messages can range from other tamers to your actual mom, who says pretty wholesome things, it's pretty funny, to the actual president of something, be it Digimon or the world. I have no clue. And actually, after you beat the championship, you have a chance to fight the president. And he's like one of the toughest fights in the game. And he has his own battle theme and his own stage.
Oh my god, I'm fighting the actual president. This is insane. It's gonna be such a tough fight.
I just have one thing to say.
Of course, what do you want to say to me?
And you ain't black.
Okay then, good luck I guess. Oh my god, I'm getting my freaking ass kicked. Ah, you've gotta be kidding me.
Why?
Nice, let's go.
Come on, man.
Holy shit, this is a really close fight. Oh, let's go, baby! Let's go! Fuck you, Mr. President! You fucking suck at Digimon World Championship! You can eat my left fucking nut! You fucking suck at this game!
Listen,
The main grievance is this one message you'll get from a fan of yours. After winning title matches, you have a chance to get a message from a fan praising a certain Digimon that was in that title match. After that, they'll ask then buy that Digimon. Now, if you're not careful in just clicking through these messages, you could accidentally sell your Digimon, thus having to make you reload the save and actually fight the title match again just to progress. When I was little, my buddy used to fall for this trick all the time. He'd be like, Zach, my Digimon keep disappearing and I don't know why. And I would look at his save and I go, is he not saving right, or maybe his save's getting corrupted? And then I realized that he had to be selling his Digimon because he had a shitload of money and his Digimon were missing. That's my only big negative with Digimon World Championship. There's not a lot of things that I really hate or are really annoying in this game. Digimon World Championship is a great game. For those that haven't tried it, I highly suggest you do. It's another classic, fantastic Digimon game that I feel like a lot of people haven't heard of or tried. And now for the rating. It's gonna be a tough one, but I'm going to have to rate Digimon World Championship an 8 out of 10. I'm only rating this above Digimon World 3 because I feel Digimon World Championship is a lot easier to get into and enjoy, whereas with Digimon World 3 there are a lot of annoyances that hold you back from getting to the good parts. I'm still gonna like Digimon World 3 better than Digimon World Championship. I mean, I literally played that game as a baby. That game is awesome. But looking back at Digimon World Championship, it is the better game statistically. Better graphics, smoother gameplay, and just more Digimon. It almost feels like an evolution of the Digimon formula, or it's just some weird experiment to try to keep the games like unique and fresh. So many times we see game companies just play it safe, re-release remakes, or release the game again on another console with very few additions. Whereas Digimon is out here just popping out new games constantly, just seeing what works and seeing what doesn't. While doing research for the Digimon World 3 review, did you know that there's a Digimon World 4? And you know what kind of game it is? If you guessed top-down brawler, you'd be correct. Like, just the games and the genres in general just range in variety. You could literally, there's something in the Digimon library, I feel, for everybody. Meanwhile, Pokemon's out here just like, same thing every year. Almost like Call of Duty at this point, to be honest. And with that, that's gonna be the end of the video. Thank you all so much for watching and waiting for this video to come out. This is literally, like, in my script, I have it written that I record this video 3 times. This is the 4th time. Because every time something went wrong, the audio was wrong, is out of focus, or in this case, for the 3rd time, I didn't like the way the video sounded, so I actually rewrote the whole entire script. And this is hopefully the final outcome. I've tested the footage as of currently, and everything seems to be focused and in line. So hopefully everything's good from here on and out. But anyways, but besides that, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Like it if you like the video, share it if you want to share it, and subscribe if you would like. A bunch of cool stuff coming out in the future that I'm really excited to work on. And don't forget to comment, like, all of your guys' stories or experiences. If you've played Digimon World Championship, let me know in the comments below. I really loved reading all your guys' comments in the last review, and I'm excited to see what kind of stuff will occur or spawn, I guess, from this video. So definitely comment below. Another story that I remember fondly from Digimon World Championship was this one with my buddy, the same buddy who I'd play with in every past story in this video. I didn't have too many friends, okay? And we decided to fight each other in this game. And there is local co-op, I just didn't mention it because I didn't feel it was that important to mention in the review. And we decided to fight one another using local co-op. I obviously had the better Digimon, but we both had some strong Mega Digimon, and he had like a lot of weak Mega Digimon. So we decided to fight each other. I was gonna go easy on him, use my weak Mega Digimon, and we were gonna do the weak ones and then the strong ones. So I didn't know which match we were doing first, so I used all my strong Mega Digimon against his weak Mega Digimon, and he just got completely obliterated. He got so mad at me, but I didn't know which match we were doing first, so I didn't know. And he got so mad at me. It was so funny. I just realized too that like all these stories make me look like a complete asshole. But anyways, let me know all your guys' stories in the comments below, any experiences, or just tell me anything really. Comment below. I'll read it, like it, I don't know, anything. Praise on the video. Tell me what you liked. Tell me what you didn't like. Tell me how your day is going. I don't care. Anything to spawn discussion. You know, I don't know. But anyways, I say anyways a lot, so do all the stuff I said earlier in the video, like, comment, subscribe, yada yada yada. And that's about everything I got. Stay tuned if you want to get a sneak peek of the next video that I'm working on, because it's like a Marvel movie sneak peek after credits scene, because I'm out of creative originality, so yeah, that's all I got. Thank you all again so much for watching. It really means a lot, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace. Are you ready?
What's going on? What the heck? What is all this on my screen? What the freak? Wait, is that dead guy? What? I didn't want to search him. What the freak? Oh god, I gotta go get help. What? Where is everybody? Why is it so bright in here? What the freak? What's going on? Oh, who the hell is this? Excuse me? What are you doing in my house? Who are you? What'd you say?
Doc, how could you create a new outro? Doc, could you create a new outro for my channel? Salty Cool Kid with a $5 donation. It's going to cost you a lot of money.
The video is supposed to end. The camera's supposed to stop recording now, but I'll let you know a little secret.